So hopefully we are changing that narrative, because I'll tell you, the questions are annoying.
Yeah, they've been doing it for several years now. Sue Bird.
At 40 years young, Sue Bird is the oldest player in the WNBA this season. She currently is in the top 5 for most assists per game this year and is the all-time career assist leader in the league. Oh, and her team, the Seattle Storm, they have the best record in the league, only losing 1 game so far. Even though the 4-time WNBA champion has continued to put up record numbers for the last decade, there's one question she can't seem to shake. When is she retiring?
I think it was when I turned 30 that I started getting questions of, how much longer do you want to play? What do you see yourself doing after basketball? Which is so fascinating considering I'm sitting here 10 years later.
After she turned 30, an age where most athletes start to get written off, Bird has won 2 WNBA titles, 2 FIBA World Cups, and 2 Olympic gold medals, and is hoping to win another gold this summer.
I mean, there's part of me that takes pride in the fact that I'm still able to play at my age, still able to stay, at a top level, kept my body healthy and in shape. I always joke I'm trying to make 40 the new 30.
We're putting the ball in.
Bird is one of the most decorated basketball players in the world and thinks it's time that the narrative changes where athletes are constantly peppered with retirement questions instead of talking about their game.
I think what you are seeing is a lot of players across a bunch of different sports. Obviously, the big names are LeBron James and Tom Brady. You hear it talked about a lot with them, but myself, Diana Taurasi, in women's basketball, we're players that are showing that with it's literally modern science and technology. If you get on it, you can stay in shape, you can stay sharp, you can stay healthy and play well into your late 30s and into your 40s.
Another narrative the future Basketball Hall of Famers trying to change is the coverage surrounding women in sports.
I see the lack of coverage. I see that we need our stories told. And so, like I said, put your money where your mouth is. So for me, Alex, Chloe, and Simone, we were like, we complain about this. What are we actually going to do about it? And we were able to start together.
Your son right here? She's my daughter.
Only around 5% of today's sports media coverage is devoted to women in sports. So Sue took matters into her own hands and teamed up with fellow elite female athletes to create the platform called Together to make sure that that number changes.
A media company that just really amplifies women's voices, athletes' voices, gets their stories out, because we just don't get that type of coverage. So to be a small part of maybe what could be a big solution feels really good.
For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.